What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Hopefully you're doing well today. We are back, and with a little bit more, I guess, exciting content. We are doing Barrows today. So I'm going to include my first set of kills, which is right here through this mini quest where you have to collect like an urn or something for the old dude there. So yeah, I guess I realistically should have just went down through there, got the urn, gave it to the old dude, and then went on my way. But I decided to go through and kill all of the brothers. I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know what needed to happen to do the quest. Like, I didn't realize I could have just went through and got the piece that was needed to complete the quest. So yeah, I mean, we learned pretty easy bosses, mainly mage for the attacks. I don't think I really used melee too often. I used mage and then range. I know there was one that you're supposed to use melee with, or it's the range one. Either way, I feel like I always had a better time using mage attacks against one of them that you're not supposed to use mage attacks against. So yeah, I mean, overall low level stuff, and I think I could have came here a lot earlier than I did. Waited until I was about 75, 80 combats, and I don't know. It's a good time. It was definitely a really good time. We did 37 KC, so not a whole lot overall. But as a main, there's not really much of a point other than to do the combat achievements, and then I guess you can green log it if you want to. It's not relatively too difficult. It's just a matter of how much time do you want to spend here doing that, right? When you could be doing other things. It takes me about, I think, this whole video clip was about 7 minutes long, so it's gotten to the point where I'm about like 5 minutes per cycle, a minute per kill, which isn't horrible if you really think about the amount of time that it's taking, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be the most worthwhile thing for me to do, especially when I think the most expensive item is like 3.7 to 4 mil-ish, something in that range. I know it changes quite a bit, but I don't think there's anything worth more than that. And I would like to green log it, but you know, it's not my focus. My focus is obviously the fire cape and questing. But I needed some money at the time, and I needed some better gear and didn't have money in the game at the time. And, you know, who wants to buy bonds? I don't want to buy bonds and use that for GP. I mean, some people do. I don't know. I just don't necessarily want to spend that much money on video games every month. And it's like I could spend like $100 on bonds and like have 90% of the things that I need to make the game easy. But that also just seems cheesy, and like, I mean, that's the nice part about having a main account is you can do that. But like, I also don't. That's not the play style that I necessarily enjoy. So, I mean, I think if I was to remake, I would make an Iron Man. I don't know about UIM or hardcore. Hardcore seems fun, but I die too much. I need to get better at the game before I do hardcore, and yeah, that's basically me. That's my preference. I don't prefer to spend the money and give Jagex more money than I already do for membership a year, you know? Like, I don't support my membership through in-game currency. I'm not that able to I'm not able to play enough and to do enough like high-level money-making stuff at the point yet to where I can sustain my account off of just RuneScape alone. Like, I do a lot of AFKing activities and things that aren't going to net me a lot of GP. But here we go. Our first runs were done. We got the urn and we were able to get up out of there. I think that's what it's called. Or is it? I don't know what the fuck. I was just hovering over it, but whatever. Too late now. Icon. There we go. Strange icon. I'm just an icon. I haven't listened to Jaden in a long time. Wow, forgot about that music. But either way, we will be doing the fire cape tomorrow, Saturday, February 17th, 2024. There we go, a little 76 prayer. and my goal is to start that at 4 p.m. Eastern, maybe 5. Unfortunately, our first run after the quest, I didn't have enough resources. I decided to try to do it without refueling. Bad decision. I should have just went and got resources. So we went and got resources, and we're back now. But yeah, that's the goal, is to do that tomorrow, 5 p.m. at the latest. And yeah, we're gonna get the fire cape. It's gonna happen. I have high faith and hope in myself. Let's see, what did we get? Nothing. It was a pretty good run. I'm not gonna spoil anything yet, but we got some decent loot out of the chest. I also didn't record every single check. It just was, I don't know, I was lazy, I was being real lazy. I should say I do know, I was just being real lazy, you know, and that's how I know. And there we go, our first decent piece. The Darko's plate body dropped at 13 KC. And then the KC before that, we got the Barrows skirt, which you can see in my inventory underneath the whip there. And yeah, I was honestly really hyped to get the plate body. It was a big upgrade to the account. And then let's see, what do we get here? Nothing. I also didn't realize during these checks that if you kill the rats and the other things in the building, you get a higher percent chance at getting an item. So yeah, I screwed up quite a bit. I didn't realize this until like the last 10 KC. So very unfortunate in a way, but I mean, it is what it is. I don't know how much more of a chance it would have made, because I started doing it to where I would get like 70 to 80. I'd get it into the green basically, and then I would do the check, and I don't think we really increased that much in terms of our drops. But there we go, 25 KC completed. Barrows champion, love to see that. And here we go, another big drop, arms robe skirt with the bolt rack. I mean, bolt rack I guess is kind of common, but that's one of the more expensive pieces, is that robe skirt there. And then obviously you have like the Darko's helm and those things. I think I switched over to Trident of the Sea here. I upgraded, nice, because I was using Ivan's staff for Ivan's blast, and then we swapped over. But there's our log here, 37 KC. That'll probably be the end of the video. Obviously we don't have anything else to check here. I mean, I think overall we did pretty good. 3 relatively big items. We got Barrows skirt, we got Arum's skirt, and then we got the Darko's plate body along with some bolt racks. And I mean, I've already went through, I bought Darok's helm and axe, and I bought the Carol's coif and a leather top, so that was a pretty decent purchase. Overall, I will probably go back to Barrows once we get the fire cape and start doing a little bit more bossing. I'll probably get that a nice little flush 100 KC, and if we get the drops, we get the drops. If not, we'll have to go back in the future. But I don't necessarily see myself going back for quite some time. I have quite a few other things I want to focus on, like Forecath, and just a 99 overall on the account will be the next thing we do after we get the fire cape and the quest cape. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. If you're gonna come through tomorrow, I would appreciate it. I have that scheduled on my Twitch. Go follow twitch.tv/wolf, WVLFEE, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be more questing. Peace.